أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال لهم نبيهم إن الله قد بعث لكم طالوت ملكا قالوا أنى يكون له الملك علينا ونحن أحق بالملك منه ولم يؤت سعة من المال قال إن الله اصطفاه عليكم وزاده بسطة في العلم والجسم والله يؤتي ملكه من يشاء والله واسع عليم وقال لهم نبيهم إن آية ملكه أن يأتيكم التابوت فيه سكينة من ربكم وبقية مما ترك آل موسى وآل هارون تحمله الملائكة إن في ذلك لآية لكم إن كنتم مؤمنين صدق الله العظيم. We continue with ayah number 247 and 248 of Surah Al-Baqarah. In the previous verse, Allah Ta'ala had spoken about the Bani Israel after Musa alayhi salatu wassalam wanting to go out in the path of Allah, seeking from the Nabi of that time, Hazrat Shamu'il, Hazrat Samuel alayhi salatu wassalam, some leader, some king, so that they could go out and fight in the path of Allah Ta'ala. So in response to that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَالَ لَهُمْ نَبِيُّهُمْ, the Nabi said to them, إِنَّ اللَّهَ قَدْ بَعَثَ لَكُمْ طَالُوتَ مَلِكًا, certainly Allah Ta'ala has appointed Talut as the king. Talut in biblical terms refers to Saul. قالوا أَنَّى يَكُونُ لَهُ الْمُلْكُ عَلَيْنَا, so they responded, how can he be a king upon us? وَنَحْنُ أَحَقُّ بِالْمُلْكِ, number one is we are more rightful of the kingship, we are more rightful of the sovereignty. On the one hand, many of them were from the family of Yehuda, the offspring of Yehuda, the son of Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam, one of the brothers of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam, that was regarded as royal. And when we look at this person Talut, he was not anywhere near royalty insofar as his ancestry was concerned. So this was the first objection, that we are from the family of royalty, so we were more deserving of the kingship, we were more deserving of the sovereignty. Secondly, وَنَحْنُ أَحَقُّ بِالْمُلْكِ وَلَمْ يُؤْتَ سَعَةً مِنَ الْمَالِ, and he has not been given an abundance of wealth. He is not a wealthy person. There is a variation of what his occupation was. Some had said he was a simpleton, a simple person. Some say he was a simple soldier, but he did not have more than that insofar as his lineage was concerned, insofar as his wealth is concerned. Now here again, the Bani Israel had thought that to become a king, to become a leader, one needed to be from royalty, one needed to have an abundance of wealth. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not make that the criteria. قَالَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَاهُ عَلَيْكُمْ, so the Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Hazrat Shamu'il alayhi salatu wassalam, he responds, number one, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَاهُ عَلَيْكُمْ, certainly Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala has chosen him upon you. When Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala has chosen him, then there should be no further discussion, there should be no objection, there should be no talk. You requested it and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has responded to your request. Inna Allah astafahu alaykum also shows that as far as sovereignty, kingship, as far as leadership is concerned, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who would choose. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He chooses, like in the hadith of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, then the help of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala will always be upon that person who has been chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the person did not seek the position or the status. Secondly, وَزَادَهُ بَسْطَةً فِي الْعِلْمِ, and we had increased him. In other words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has increased him insofar as an abundance in knowledge is concerned. Now for the leadership, knowledge is an integral part. Knowledge insofar as the zahiri is concerned, insofar as the bodily ibadat are concerned, and knowledge insofar as the matters of the heart is concerned, insofar as the matters of the shariat is concerned, insofar as the matters of leadership is concerned, insofar as the matters of political decisions are concerned. All of that has been included in it, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has given him the knowledge of whatever is required for him to become the leader. Secondly, wal jism, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has also made him, granted him an abundance insofar as his physical appearance is concerned. Allah Ta'ala has made him a brave warrior, and this is what is required to emerge and to go out in the path of Allah. He is not a coward, he will not retreat from the enemy, but he will understand every aspect of war, every aspect of how to attack and how to defend. And at the same time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him bodily strength. Wallahu yu'ti mulkahu may yasha. And again, the overriding thing is that Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala grants mulk. Allah grants sovereignty to whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala desires. Some previous ayats we read, Wallahu yaqbidu wa yabsut. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who constrains. It is Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala who expands, not only in wealth, but even in sovereignty. And that is why the relationship between this ayah and that ayah, Allah ta'ala will choose whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so desires. Wallahu wasi'un alimun, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most graceful, and Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala is full of knowledge. Allah has grace upon you, Allah has chosen the best. In Allah's knowledge, there is no better person, and Allah ta'ala knows what this person can do. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ نَبِيُّهُمْ إِنَّ آيَةَ مُلْكِهِ أَن يَأْتِيَكُمُ التَّابُوتُ فِيهِ سَكِينَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Now they asked this Nabi of Allah ta'ala that give us some sign of his leadership. Let's see how he is linked to Allah Ta'ala, what kind of attachment he has with Allah, if Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has chosen him. So the Nabi responded to that and he said, Inna ayata mulkihi, the sign of his sovereignty is, ayyatiyakumut tabut. He will come to you, a tabut, a chest, a wooden chest will come to you. Fihi sakinatun, in it there will be tranquility, min rabbikum, from your Rabb. Now this tabut was something that was amongst the Bani Israel. Like Allah says here, وَبَقِيَّةٌ مِمَّا تَرَكَ آلُ مُوسَى وَآلُ هَارُونَ. And from the baqiyah, from the relics of what the children of Musa and Harun alayhimus salatu wassalam had left. At the time of Musa and Harun alayhi salatu wassalam, they were the relics. Some of it were the tablets that Allah Ta'ala had revealed to Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Some say it was the shoes also of Musa and Harun alayhi salatu wassalam, their turbans, their staff, their asa. All of that was secured in this box. And then this wooden chest or this wooden box would be placed in front of them whenever they would face the enemy. And through the barakah of that, they believed that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala would give them victory. Now, when Jalut, that is Goliath, when he had plundered upon them, attacked them, he had taken this box away. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala now makes this the sign of the kingdom of Talut, of Saul, in that this box will be returned. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, number one, there is sakina, there is tranquility, that now you will have ease and peace of mind. Number two, because of the relics of the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam, Sayyidina Musa and Harun alayhimus salatu wassalam, you will find that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reinstate that honor that Allah ta'ala had given. And tahmiluhul malaika, the angels will bring it to you. So when it was in the hands of Jalut, of Goliath, what happened was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created a plague, an epidemic in 5 cities upon which Goliath was ruling, and the result of it was those cities were totally destroyed, and the result of it was that he himself had placed this box on 2 bullocks, and he allowed it now to carry on, go in any direction it so desired. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala commanded the angels to come down and to drive these two bullocks, and they were brought to Talut. And when they were brought to Talut, in the presence of everyone, right to his door, the door of his house, everyone saw it, and now they believed that this is kingdom, kingship, sovereignty from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Inna fi dhalika la ayatan. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala says, there is no doubt that in the box is a perfect sign, lakum, for you, in kuntum mu'minin, if you bring iman in Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. So you sought a leader to lead you in the path of Allah. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala had granted the best amongst the people to be your leader. May Allah ta'ala give us the tawfiq. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu